Hi guys. Hopefully this is working. You'll have to let me know if there's a working sound this time. Hi everybody. As you're coming in, let me know if the sound is working this time. So right now we've got Kyla here and Scott from Platte River Keto. Deanne says sound is working. Yay. Uncle Big Guy is here. Says, howdy y'all. Hope all are well. Coming in late on deer conversation and context, but I have two this year. Yes, on sound. Scott had a deer photobomb him on his last update. Scott said, sound is working. Brenda's here. Tonight I am actually just doing something quick. I was going to try to do Joe and Rachel's chicken crust pizza, but I've had stomach problems today and I wanted something quick and easy and I didn't have to think about. So I'm actually just doing a skillet pizza. I'm using 2 pounds of sausage, 1 pound of ground beef. And then pepperoni, cheese, seasonings, marinara, all that fun good stuff. And then I'm going to test something and see if it works. Haha. Jen is here. Brenda said sounds good. And Isla said hey. So I know how I did for the holidays. How did everybody else fare for the holidays? If you watched my last update, you had seen that I stuck to my off-plan items. However, I had more than I planned and 1 day extra. And then I had my only piece of chocolate for this year, like actual chocolate, and it was a little bitty Merci bar. That's awesome, Scott. So far, I hadn't planned on staying in maintenance this long. I was going to try to lose over the holidays, but just with everything going on, I figured if I stay 175 or under, I'm within 5 pounds of what I was in October. So I will count that as a win. know if you guys are going to be able to see what I'm doing in the cheese or not. I can maybe move this up a little bit. There we go. So if you guys don't have one of these, they are amazing and fast. Scott said, nothing wrong with maintenance. Most people gain 10 pounds between Halloween and New Year's. This is very, very true. I know a couple years ago, I actually ended up losing, but I was going from SAD to keto. So when I first started, I did started, I think, December 4th and went straight through the holidays and ended up losing weight. So that was a good year. And then I ended up sticking with it, I think, no cheats for over a year. So just got to get back in that mindset. Telling you guys, if you don't have one of these cheese things, they're amazing. Ready Set Keto is here saying ear hustling while making dinner. Hey, me too. Oh, and hi everyone. Jennifer said mine is older than you. Yeah, which means yours is probably made better than mine too, but as long as it works, I guess it's all that matters. Bricklin is here, said, hiya folks, sort of ear hustling as I set up new apps. What kind of apps are you setting up? So fresh shredded cheese in less than 5 minutes. And you don't have the cornstarch and all the added crap in it, which makes it nice. There we go. Got to make sure I don't burn nothing. Jen said, I was surprised. I thought I had blown all my progress over these last few weeks, but it turns out I didn't. Happy surprise. That's awesome, Jen. As I said, any maintenance or any, I figure within a 5-pound stayings point, it's a win. Yeah, the better camera is actually my phone, which is the one over the stove. But I've actually got a Samsung tablet and then a Samsung phone, and I was like, I wonder if this will work. Turns out it does. So cool. I just wish my tablet had a better phone or a better camera on it. What brand is the grater? I don't know if it still has. Hang on. It just says rotary grater. I got it off Amazon. I think I have one linked in my descriptions. I'll have to add it to this one. But yeah, it says karaoke, I think, on the tag. But it's got 3 different slicer things on it, and then they've got some that have more odds and ends on it. I honestly only use 2 of them. I use the big one and the little one, and then it does slices for vegetables, but since I don't eat very many vegetables, I don't really use it. Well, look who's fancy. Mine's usually kid powered, but since I'm live, he wouldn't do it. Although both of my boys are here today, so I apologize now if you hear any screaming profanity while they're playing games. Brenda said, yay, Jen. Rickwin said, sorry, I knocked myself off for a moment. I have a new computer and trying to move files from the old computer to the new. That is never fun. How's cleanup? I usually just toss it in the dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe. If it's got a bunch of big chunks on it, I'll take a scrub daddy and wipe it down and then toss it in there, but I haven't had any problems cleaning it. I'm hoping I'll be able to get this actually done before the live ends, but we'll see. As long as the meat cooperates, because it only takes a couple minutes in the oven. So. And then I'm super bougie and I have, great value pepperoni. If I had my way, it would always be the boar's head, but you have to go to Kroger here for boar's head, and I never end up going there because everything else is more expensive usually. I don't know why I always put long sleeve shirts on when I'm cooking because I always end up getting hot. And this doesn't say it, but it came from Bucky's. I love this thing. I got a matching blanket with it. So, does anybody else have like old salt they're trying to get rid of? I have all of this sea salt. I'm like, I want it gone so I can dump Redmonds in it. All right, I need. Forgot my garlic. Uncle Big Guy said, this month I've had many cheese danishes. My trigger food will be doing triple beanie. I love cheese danishes, and those are, I can see where you're coming from because, yeah, those are a big thing that I love. I'm like, anything with cream cheese in it, I love it. So. I get where you're coming from. And yeah, I've actually been thinking about going on triple beanie starting tomorrow, going on a day or two early because I've felt like crap for 3 or 4 days. And I'm ready. And like I said, the only reason I've even held off on doing it was 1, because of the holidays, and 2, regular carnivore is easier when you've got a non-keto family because they're more likely to eat the food because it's got cheeses and other stuff in it. And my 13-year-old doesn't like mustard, doesn't like hot sauce, doesn't like anything. So it's a little harder to accommodate him, but it's to the point where I'm like, I don't want to buy any of that stuff. So he may start fasting whether he wants to or not, because there's not going to be anything he's going to be eating. Figure when he gets hungry enough, he'll eat. Jennifer said, it took me almost 2 years to get rid of my Morton's light salt. Now I'm a Redmonds all the way. Yeah. And any of the regular salt, I tossed out. The pink salt is all I have left. And I haven't even done that test to see if it's actual real pink salt. I should, because if it's not, I should just toss it. But it's a bougier brand that I had when I was doing my cakes, because I didn't want to use the crap salt in those either. I did expensive cakes. I did farm fresh eggs and real salt and all that good stuff. Ghirardelli chocolate. Actually, just had somebody yesterday ask if I still did cakes, and I'm like, not really, but I can. And she's a family friend, so. And it's not till next December. I've thought about posting some of the stuff that I used to do on a video, but I was like, that's a lot of icing and a lot of cake, so I don't want to trigger anybody. Brenda Foley said, I've tried so many extras since Keto Palooza. Just tried Chalk Zero yesterday. I need me some BB&E. Yeah, I actually have the majority of everything that we got from Keto Palooza. Jim actually ate more than I did. There was a few things like I tried, or he would open something and I would take a bite of it and then he'd eat the rest of it. But my thing is, I like the Perfect Keto, the mallow bars, just the regular, like those are my favorite. Their cookies are good too. I really, really, really liked them when I first tried them, but now I can taste a little more of their erythritol, so I like them a little less, but I still like them. And I actually have those mint chocolate Perfect Keto bars. I really need to do a giveaway on those because they're just sitting there and we aren't eating them. The test. You can put the salt in water and let it sit, I think overnight or something. And if you have sediment in the bottom and it actually stays pink, then it's actual pink salt. If it disintegrates and there's nothing left, it's fake and they just dyed it pink. I'm full of all kinds of useless information. All right, this should be about done. But yeah, I think on this triple B&E, I'm going to end up doing a lot of bacon and eggs because that's really all I've been wanting. The mint keto brick was actually pretty good. I've actually got some in the fridge made up into little bitty things. Little stars and, sunflowers and butterflies. Hi, baby. Little bitty chocolates. Hey, look, he's alive and he's here. My fridge is too cold. Brenda said, very interesting. Flat River said, that was very useful information. Be nice to yourself, Jackie. I try. I'm getting better. You want to make sure this is small enough? Barney cover bad. Yeah, we have 2 different ones of those spatulas. We love them. He still says I don't do it well enough, though. Yeah, I think I got these at Walmart for like $5. Jennifer said, while on BB&E, I may roll out in and out of Lion Diet, Fat Fast, and Egg Fast. Ma'am, I really tried doing that Lion Diet. I did not like it. I may try it again in the future, but right now it is not on my radar again. Now, I've never done an egg fast. Uncle Big Guy said I mix my pink salt 1 to 4 with Redmonds. I thought about doing that too because I got a bunch of powder salt, but I didn't know if it would be weird to mix powder salt and granular salt. All right, I'm going to dump this grease real quick. I always end up dumping mine into a bowl and then dumping that into a glass jar, or just started doing that. All right, so there's that. And I don't typically measure any of this stuff, but so do 2 heaping teaspoons of the garlic, some pepper, and then if you guys do this at home, obviously do whatever seasonings and stuff you want. My potentially fake salt, some onion powder, got a little humidity. And I do have Redmonds garlic and onion salt and all that good stuff, but I figured I'll save that for triple beanie. Because I don't have a whole lot, and I actually just ordered some more seasoned salt. That was basil, then oregano, touch of parsley, and some Italian seasoning because I'm a little extra. Scott said, I'm too much of a foodie for the Lion Diet. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't know 100% why. I just was not happy on it. Try not to sneeze. And then obviously I gotta get ours at Costco in the 2-packs. I'm weak. Whole jar. And then I know some people frown on this, but I had a splash of water to it and get the extra sauce out. I know, like, I've been yelled at for doing that before, but I'm like, I want all my sauce. Well, at least as much as I can get. All right. So we're going to mix all this up. I feel like I should have added another pound of sausage or ground beef in here. I think this pan's a little bit bigger than the one I usually use. But since my 17-year-old's here too, I need to make sure we've had enough. Spread around at least. Jen said Brian makes something like this, but throws in rice cauliflower in the base. He likes veggies. Yeah, I'm going to throw in some mushrooms. Thank you for reminding me. Because I forgot those. And sometimes we'll throw like sweet peppers and onions, but I don't really feel like listening to the whining today, so just gonna do mushrooms and he can peel those out. Jennifer said Joe has me convinced to get a meat slicer. I may have to do an add-on to the house, right? Well, like I said, I have one if you ever want to borrow it and see if you can like it. I mean, we only used ours twice. I wish I'd gotten a better one because you can only run it for about 10 or 15 minutes at a time. But I also used to work at a deli at Meijer before I worked in the bakery, and they you get spoiled on those ones. There we go. And then I kind of flatten it out a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. Scott said there's no way in my kitchen anywhere near big enough for all of the kitchen appliance Joe's has almost convinced me to buy, right? I think out of all the stuff that we've gotten this past year, what we use the most is probably the Blackstone and my cheese grater. There's something else. I can't remember. Smoker. Oh, the smoker and the Instapot. Oh, and the Vitamix. It's like we had a Ninja blender, but I like the Vitamix better. It seems to do better. It does better than my food processor. What, the blender? So we can get rid of it? And then obviously with this pepperoni, you don't have to use as much as I am, but I like pepperoni.
You didn't buy any deli, did you?
No. Well, I thought on this one you said you liked this better. Lasagna likes the bigger one. And do a thin layer of cheese on this one. Brenda said, I love mushrooms. Been ketovore 17 months. Excited to have some. Have never seen mushrooms on any allowed food lists. Yeah, it's considered a nightshade. So I don't know if it's because it's a nightshade. It's not as allowed, but we only have it a couple times a month, so I'm not worried about it. It's not like we're eating it every day. But I think I tend to lean more towards nightshade stuff anyway. Like I love tomatoes and all that good stuff in stuff. But I think I counted out the other day on fruits and vegetables that I would actually keep, and it's like 10 out of everything. It's like sweet peppers and onions, and which sweet peppers is technically fruit, and tomatoes, which is technically a fruit, and then avocado, which is a fruit, and blueberries is an actual fruit, and that's pretty much it. Jalapenos, which is again a fruit. Thank you, Hyla. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, this is just, I mean, it's time consuming in the way I do it just because I want a flat layer of pepperoni. But I mean, obviously, you can just toss them on there and go about your day. But I want even pepperoni. Scott said, I love mushrooms and they seem to work for Scott Keto, so I'm definitely sticking with them, right? That's how I feel about it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I wish my job would learn that. It's like they always want to fix stuff that's working. It's like, put it. Oh, I'm definitely ready to go back to work, though. Ready to get back on schedule. And I think that's part of the reason I don't like being off work so long. Like, I'm just used to going and doing everything I need to and not having all this free time. I don't like having a bunch of free time. All right. I only have a couple more, so I'm just going to toss this on there. And these packages are only 6 ounces, so it not even quite a pound. And then I'll top the rest of this. This should just get done right about before we end. Awesome. Should have done a lighter layer on the bottom. I don't usually leave a whole ring around the edge, but I definitely want to make sure we have cheese in the center. Okay. So I'm going to stick this in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to broil it for, our oven's a little bit weird, so probably about 3 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right. I'm going to rinse my hands off, get the cheese and pepperoni off of me. Ugh. All right. Bernie said, I noticed Nisha has mushrooms on her veg list. I've been missing out. Right. I haven't, I'm in that group, but I have not checked out her food list because I was like, I don't even know if we can be able to follow that on Triple B and E. But I was like, I might be able to adapt it and kind of follow along with that. Here. There we go. And Jennifer said mushrooms are pretty low carb. Jen said maximum pepperoni coverage is key for any pepperoni or pizza 6X. That's what I say. Brenda said she's having mushrooms tomorrow. Ricklin said it looks good. Thank you. And then Scott said, I've been following along pretty well, but do you have your recipe for this somewhere? I do not, but I could probably make one. It's not hard. And like I said, it's pretty adaptable, and I don't really, I'm one of those people that, you know, measures seasoning, you know, with my heart or whenever the demons tell me to stop. So I just kind of toss everything in there, and I don't think I've ever made it the same way twice. It's all pretty close, but I'm sad my hair doesn't look as purple as I wanted it. It's down to a red. But yeah, I could probably make like a generic template that you could follow to make it. It wouldn't be hard to do. I could message it to you or whatever. I'm sure I can find you in one of the Two Crazy Ketos groups. Let's see. Does anybody think that the melted brick would be okay for 3 months? Because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to eat all that before Sunday. But I know we've got to get a brisket or something big and meaty and fatty that he can smoke probably next weekend, because I've been needing some brisket in my life. I still have some that are frozen in the freezer, but it's not the same as fresh. Jen said, I cook after my own heart. Recipes are inspiration. Yeah, well, and I've never really learned how to cook. Like, I can follow a recipe okay, but even then, I usually still mess it up. So that's my special power. If you don't think it can be messed up, I can mess it up. And then, just debating. I don't know how late I'm going to stay up tonight. Like I said, I'm kind of felt cruddy. Spent half the day in the bathroom today. Not a good day. And then the other half, I was napping. It's like, I thought about canceling the live stream, but I was like, no, I need to see if this is going to work. So since I didn't change anything for this stream, except I'm using 2 different devices, it had to have been the crazy weather we were having that day that messed with the audio. Scott said, at Jen totally agree. Just wanting the inspiration. I get it. Because I usually do the recipe as the recipe is written the first time. And then after that, I end up adding and subtracting and playing around with it. Like, I haven't done the spicy pumpkin soup the actual way since the first time I've made it. And I've made it 2 or 3 times now. So. Do you know how long that sale's going on, Jennifer? I maybe try to go this weekend. And I've actually never been there. Do you have to have a membership there, or is it just a walk-in? I hope I feel better soon too. And it's not even that I feel bad. I feel run down and just my stomach's gurgly. I mean, like, as a whole, I feel fine. And just like earlier, I went and took a nap and I really wasn't even tired. I just didn't feel good. My body's all over the place. Got about 4.5 minutes So when you guys do your pizzas, do you like melty cheese or do you like melty and brown cheese? I love it when it's got a little bit of crust on it. Jen said, Brian got a brisket from there today too. GFS is just walk in. They have good price on hamburger rolls too. Ooh, cool. I usually get ours from the value market. It's like $3.29 and it's pretty fresh and they don't add anything to it. So it's a little more than the meat rolls, but it's a little better quality for the price. But I told him if my work doesn't pick up soon, we may be going to those hamburger rolls. Let's see. GB and D is very important. Golden brown and delicious, right? That's what I say. Never heard it called like that though. Jennifer said no membership required. I order and pay online and they bring it to the car. I'll check and see when the sale ends. Awesome. That I would be appreciated. And if I'm off here before you get it done, just you can text me. Alton Brown. My aunt used to love him. I always watched Emerald. Emerald and Ramsey are my favorites. Although I wonder how many carbs were in Emerald's fridge with all the beer and Oreos because it was a lot. $3.29 is awesome price. Alton Brown is the man. Yeah, I watched a few of his stuff, but it just, I don't know. Wasn't my go-to. Should be about perfect. Oh, can't wait. And the cool thing is, since I'm live, everybody will actually have to wait and let it sit for a few minutes because you should technically let it sit for about a half hour to let it kind of solidify a little bit so it holds together better. But everybody here is too impatient to let that happen. Like, I think Joe's recipe for his lasagna says you're supposed to let it sit for like 2 or 3 hours, and it's lucky if it sits 20 minutes. It's like nobody's waiting that long. So does anybody have any New Year's plans? Because right now we have none. I don't even know if we're going to watch the ball drop or whatever. It's like, might stay up watching Yellowstone. We just started that. It's really good. I like it. But we can't wait. Scott said, you're so right on lasagna. It tastes so much better when it sits for an hour. I know it does. So Tammy Moore, that is my aunt. And she works at a hospital. She gets the fun job of delivering babies. So, but she's the one that used to watch Alton Brown all the time. Scott said we're getting together with the Bears since we're in Utah. Oh, that'll be fun. Alexa, stop. All right, so don't let me forget it's on the broil. Tammy said probably having a lot of new babies like every other night for months, right? Now the question is, what fun names will they come up with this year? Fun. She comes to family functions and tells all these crazy names that people are coming up with. It's funny. Jen said, so jealous, Scott. Have fun. I know, that's So awesome. I can't wait to just, see them at the cruise. They're great people. We spend New Year's with friends eating and playing games. Oh, that'd be fun. Wait, I have your address. I can stop in. Tell me about it. Well, and it's crazy because it'll go from you check it and it's fine, and then 30 seconds later it's burnt. It's like, how does that even work? Jennifer said the current sale is through tomorrow only. Okay. We don't have any plans tomorrow, so. We have so many non-English speakers that I can't pronounce most names now. Ugh, that's crazy. Brenda Foley, I'm a quilter, most likely by being a stitching Zoom session. You should talk to my aunt because she does quilting herself and actually does enters into the 4-H, the state fair, and usually wins a couple of ribbons. It's almost done. Excited because pizza. All I know is we've had our Mexican dish, and I feel like it's not sat well on my stomach. Oh, I can change that actually. You can change it pink and teal and yellow. There's white. Yeah. Looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, I always forget that we have these on. These are always on all the time, so that you can change the color and change all the different settings and change how bright it is. Nice. I may know her. Is she in a guild? I don't know. Happy birthday, Brian. Early. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And she said, why, yes, I am. And Johnson County Nimble Thimbles. And then Brenda said, oh, wow, a New Year's baby. Happy birthday, Brian, right? It's like New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, and leap year. Probably the top 3 that I would not want. Tammy said, spent all day loading a new quilt on my long arm. Yeah, she took over one whole room just for her quilting stuff in the house. Alton Brown would be pleased. GB&D. Brenda said, me too, Louisville Nimble Thimble. Cool. Jen said that looks so good. I'm about to file abuse whinage against Brian. He's supposed to be making me a steak, but he's slacking. Get on it, Brian. It's not your birthday yet. It's not your day. Oh yeah, I would love a Halloween birthday. At one point I wanted to get married on Halloween, but see how that went. He's preparing food for our New Year's Eve party tomorrow. But that's tomorrow, not tonight. Christmas birthdays suck. No one remembers their birthday and no one has any money for presents, right? I know. I don't remember who it was, but somebody's got a Christmas birthday in the low carb group that actually likes having their birthday on Christmas. I want to break into it. Unfortunately, this one isn't my Ninja pot. So it's not quite as non-stick, but it's still pretty good. Those Ninja pots and pans are amazing. It's like we've got Calphalon and I hate them. July 4th, St. Patrick's Day, those are great holidays for birthdays, not major holidays, and everyone is partying, right? And at least on St. Patrick's Day, it's not cold enough for them to be running down the canal in their car. So here in Indiana, we have a canal that runs down the middle of downtown, and some idiot decided that it was a good idea to take their car and go down onto the canal and drove on it. And then, surprise, surprise, their car broke through the ice. And of course, everybody videos everything. So there's lots of video footage of said car going into the water. Scott said, I didn't know that Jesus was in our low carb group. Couldn't help myself. I'll see myself. Hey, there's probably a Jesus. I don't know about Jesus. Brendan and I can go off in a corner and talk quilting, right? I mean, if you guys want to hook up, you can always just message my thing and I can get you guys your contact information if you don't want to put it in chat. It's there and I smell it and I want it. Hi, baby. My antisocial kitty. There he is. Hi, baby. He loves attention, but he does not like being picked up. It's like he wants all his attention on his terms. My girl doesn't care. He's like, it's dinner time, Mom. Jennifer said, I love my Pampered Chef cookware. It's at maybe 25 years old, but good as new. Yeah, my mom's got stoneware and stuff from them, and I've got some of their like spatulas and stuff, but I don't have any of their actual cookware. Brenda says, it's addictive. Jen says, hungry. Hey, I mean, you might be able to drive here faster than Brian's able to make that steak if he doesn't get some pep in that step. My poor fridge looks trashy. I really need to find a different place for those pans. And the boxes that are right there are old cake supply stuff that I have. Hyla said, oh, wow, that looks delicious. I'll have to rewatch. Yes, please. Although I did find out apparently that watch time does not count on lives until a week after they're uploaded. I'm like, that kind of sucks. It's like, there goes all my watch time. I'll never hit 4,000. Tammy said, I have a long arm, 2, I'm going to probably butcher this, Bernitas, a featherweight, a treadle, and a Kenmore. We don't discuss the amount of fabric, thread, rulers, etc., but I have 2 rooms and a walk-in closet that's full. Yeah, I was doing some research on like what actually gets you watch time hours, because shorts don't count and people on your live don't count. It only counts as a replay in a week after. I need to confirm that, but it sucks. That's why I took it off the screen. I was trying to be nice. All right, guys, we got about 3 minutes before we definitely have to hop off. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to say or do? Is everybody going over to Ready, Set, Keto? I'm at the point where I'm like, am I going on my phone or my tablet? Hey, that works. I wouldn't be mad. Brenda said, empty nester here. My whole house is quilting. I love my Jukies. Hyla said, yep, RSK. Yes. So to get monetized, it matters. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So basically everybody, if you have 1,000 subscribers, I think, what is it? They have to watch 4 hours each to be able to hit that monetization. And since most people only watch 5 minutes at a time, it can take a while to get there. Because you could easily have 5,000 subscribers and still not hit your watch time, depending on how you do your videos. Tammy said, Jukies are great machines too. And Hyla said, yes, Jen, you need 4,000 hours for 12 months. Oh, I didn't even know there was you had to have it that long. Yeah, that's why I actually, start to finish, I always have a video on, even if I'm not physically watching it. So Jennifer said, I used to make mushroom pizza, portobello caps stuffed with toppings. That sounds good. Tammy said, most people don't watch YouTube as much as I do. Apparently, it's mostly what I watch anymore. Yeah, and I mean, I watch, like, I haven't really watched a whole lot during this 2 weeks I've been off. I actually watch it more at work just because it gives me something to listen to. All right, guys, it is 6:30. I need to hop off of here so we can all get over to Ready, Set, Keto. But I hope everybody has a great night and hopefully everybody gets fed. And I will see you guys later, and I'll see some of you guys over Ready, Set, Keto. Bye, guys.